this is the courtyard. This place is around 900 years old and people actually stood on this wall to defend it. And right through here, that's my living room. One of these shots is real, the other one is a game. And honestly, at this point, I can't always tell anymore. It almost died twice, once to a storm and once to my patience, because I almost gave up. And there's one spot inside that I'm saving for the very end. So let me back up a little. I basically spent the last of my money on a VR headset just to try one stupid idea. Could I turn a real place somewhere where I could actually drive to into a VR experience where I could walk around inside using a VR headset. Well, basically since the start of the year I started getting really deep into Gaussian splatting, reality captured in a lot of tiny dots of light. 2 years ago this barely existed. Today one person can scan an entire room using just a smartphone. But I want to push this as far as it can possibly go and turn an entire castle into a VR video game where you can walk around it. But with zero game development experience, there's only one way to find out if that is actually possible. Step 1 is to not bet everything on the castle I've never tested this on. So I scan the one thing I can afford to fail at, my own room. Oh, and just so you know where this is going, we will get there. The scan goes into a game engine with a free plugin called NanoGS. It takes forever and I'm fully expecting it to crash. While it loads, I built a floor underneath, so I don't fall through the ground the second I step in. I have it open right here. I have the headset. The first test. This will decide if it's gonna work or if I need to try something else. This is so trippy. I'm in my room. While I'm in my room, I think I'm standing over there. And that's when it hit me. My camera only sees a tiny slice at a time. So some areas like this look really, really good. And other areas like obviously the couch, for example, that aren't as good. Oh. So it's working. It's working. We have a chance. We need to fix a lot of stuff because I do not want all of these holes in the final one. But it's possible. Even this one room took forever and the coverage is still patchy. Now scale that up to a castle. The room was the easy part and I just made that look hard. My solution, I rebuilt the entire rig. 2 action cameras mounted on a pole, each shooting roughly 155 degrees field of view and each shooting at a different height. So I have more than double the coverage at the same time. For the angles I can't get from the ground, I'm gonna use a DJI Mini 5 Pro to shoot drone coverage from above. The only catch is that I had zero time to test it. Once the cameras had arrived, I had to shoot immediately because the German summer was approaching and once that was here, it was gonna be way too hot and the place was gonna be crowded with people. I had no idea if this rig would even be enough. Then I'm standing there and it hit me. This place was enormous. 1 battery charge per device, no easy way to come back, basically no way back. I start working through it as fast as I physically can and the sky starts to turn. A storm is rolling in at the single worst possible moment, right as I'm about to finish. It starts to rain, I have to abort. A handful of angles missing and when I check the forecast against my schedule, there's exactly 1 day left where I can reshoot. And if that day fails, then the whole project is dead. The reshoot morning actually looked promising. Maybe rain later, but a few clear hours. Just enough if nothing changed. I've got every single ground angle and finally the drone. The sky is still clear. A quick thank you to the city archive because they helped me out big time. And I got it. Or at least I've got something. Whether any of this was actually usable, I wouldn't know for 2 weeks. Back home, the real grind begins. But first, guess how many photos it took to cover this entire castle. Actually, write it down in the comments before you keep watching and hold that number. First attempt, 5,000 images. The software just choked and couldn't line them up. So I started hunting down every single spot that wouldn't align and feeding more images into exactly where it kept breaking. And here's the brutal part. If the alignment is even slightly off, then everything downstream turns to garbage. There is not only the drone's frames that are misaligned, but also foreground frames that are definitely misaligned. And this is kind of a big issue because the last time already took 25 hours to calculate. So there's no shortcut. It got so painful that I had to build my own pipeline just to survive it. A viewer to spot the broken parts and a script to rerun the alignment exactly where it failed. 2 weeks, over 20 versions and my PC ran non-stop the entire time. The final number, remember your guess? It's over 20,000 images And this is what came out. You can already see the shape of the castle, the exact path where I walked and where the drone flew, which means it's working, but how good is it actually? I still couldn't tell. 2 hurdles left. First, training the actual splat. Normally this is easy, but the scene is so massive that at full size, the quality would have to drop through the floor just to not crash. So instead I cut the whole castle into tiles, train every single piece separately at a way higher quality, and then into a 3D program to build the collision. Basically telling the game what's solid ground, what I can stand on, and what's a wall. Okay, let's do the first test. Shit. Where the hell am I? Damn. Fuck! It didn't work because the tiles couldn't load at the same time. The resolution is way too high and my graphics card can't handle it. So I have to drop the resolution again and try to rerun it. This is the lowest resolution I can go. So if this doesn't work, then yeah, the project is done. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. Holy shit, it worked. It actually worked. Wow. Okay. Then we're gonna walk up the stairs here. This feels like insane. You can see, you can look down and you see the little gate you can walk through. You can see the little telescope here if we come up. And yeah, it's insane. Yeah, this is crazy. Wow. What? I was really excited for this, and even though I spent so much time, I was not ready for it. It's the entire castle that loaded, and we can explore everything. So let's do that. This is insane. What the hell? Okay, so here you can see my car. It's the black little car here, and that's where I started scanning. And as soon as we pass all the walls here, we can walk up these stairs. Then we come to the main part of the castle. And as you can see, we can walk through this little gate here. I purposely made little controls for crouching. So this one is a jumping. And then I have one for the crouching, so I can actually walk through here. And then we can stop crouching. Before I show you the cave back there, we're gonna go back through the little gate here. Okay, we got it. Let's go. And here was my main issue, which I wasn't able to fix. It's that this part, like this side of the whole thing and this side are a little bit drifted, so you can tell by the sign it's a little bit off. Whoa. That's insane, man. It looks insanely good. And what I did to make this a little bit easier to get up here, you can actually walk through this little thing here. Yes, we're up. And now we can check out the little cave from up here. Okay, but there's a few caveats. Because this is bleeding edge and not magic, this took way longer and took way more computing power than I expected. There's ghosting, there's drift, and it's lower quality than a small scan like the shoe from my last video. This is generally hard and it's not perfect. But there's one spot I've been saving for this entire time. The secret little cave. Okay, here we have it, the little cave. Let's go. Oh, we made it! Yes! Damn. Okay, here's the opening. You can see through all the little floaters here. But if we come in here... What a journey. 2 years ago, this was basically impossible. And now I did this in my little apartment here. This really makes me wonder what is possible in a few months or even a few years. I already have an idea what to do next. And if you want to see how to make your own Gaussians, then check the video on your screen right now. I see you there. Bye bye.